Hi everyone, and welcome to our third Rockstar Spotlight, where we feature student leaders making an impact in your communities. My name is Mark Kristalski, and I'm here with Renish Kamal, the founder of theBIKEproject and the chief fashion designer for FullSoul Canada. Renish, thanks for being on here with us.
Thank you for having me, Mark.
Tell us a little bit more about your initiatives, theBIKEproject and FullSoul.
So the FullSoul, I founded that through the Greenhouse program at St. Paul's through the University of Waterloo. And the FullSoul stands for Believing in Kinesthetic Education. So pretty much creating devices to facilitate movement while we're stationary. So right now we could be using one of my cool devices. So that was the idea behind that, and that's coming along, and it's at a peak, which is pretty exciting for getting funding and prototyping and validating, which is pretty exciting about that whole concept there. As for FullSoul Canada and being the lead fashion designer, that was just a beautiful opportunity that fell in place to do this or design the elite fashion line for FullSoul, where FullSoul is going to be selling these to create revenue in order to put maternity kits together, which then can be delivered in Ugandan hospitals.
You yourself, you took arts and specifically sociology and geography at Waterloo. And so kind of going into a tech startup, not just being an art student, but being female as well, what was that like?
So being a non-technical and a woman in this whole hardware field and wanting to build something new has been tough in the sense that every single pitch competition I've gone to, people love the idea, but they always ask about my team and they ask me about my background, and I go, yeah, I'm actually not in kinesiology to tackle the health side. I am not an engineer to tackle the mechanics of this thing, but I'm a sociologist slash geographer. And I think it's just the way of thinking that I've learned and developed through the arts program that has made me think about this problem in that different perspective. Because no hardware is going to solve any problem if we don't have the non-technical, the theory, the human aspect of it conquered. There are difficulties, and I think I face that barrier every single day. It's been one of my major challenges. I think just always being optimistic and always being passionate about the problem and saying, I really am solving something, and just keep pushing, because then you'll inspire the right people to get on board. So if you have an arts degree, pursue it, because there's a lot of value in that.
What was your inspiration behind the FullSoul? Like, how did the idea come up, and what really made you kind of pursue it?
One of the main reasons why is one of my nephews is autistic. So him dealing with mobility, him dealing with workshops where his parents are trying to teach him something, and then that opened up to me thinking about how are schools being inclusive with different learning styles, whether autistic, whether you have a disability or you don't. How are kids being taught? How are they being brought up? So that it just kept pushing me, and I started noticing this problem everywhere.
Then with FullSoul, is it just one uniform product, or is it different solutions for different people?
So it's different products that are coming up, but the first one that I'm focusing on is called the Fidget, and it's going to be facilitating fidgeting. I'd love to get into more detail, but again, the patents and all that legal craziness that's going on, I have to be a little hush-hush, but it's a really cool compact device, and it's not like another fitness equipment. So that was definitely my unique and innovative aspect on this.
One of the things I saw that you guys actually got into 43 North, which is the new incubator based out of Buffalo. And so, what are your kind of thoughts on that, and what are your thoughts on, cities using entrepreneurship as a tool to, revitalize themselves?
That was the most exciting news I've heard in a long time, and especially throughout this whole entrepreneurial journey. And I mean, I've gotten a lot of attention for the idea, but this was just it was just an honor / whether I make it or not at the end, it doesn't matter. Just to know that my idea was heard and was one of the shortlisted companies there, that just made my entire life for the FullSoul. So this is a competition for 96 countries, 7,000 applicants. Out of the 7,000, we were shortlisted as one of the 113. I think it's so vital at this point in time, especially inspiring young minds to be the change makers that they are, and not just calling them the change makers of tomorrow. Do it today.
So our first Rockstar Cafe pilot event is coming up in September. And so if I was a young student or somebody looking to get involved, what can I learn from you at this event?
You know what? Just be you and try to be critical of your surroundings and be vocal. You know, whether write it down or just talk it out, talk to the right community. And I think Waterloo is a great community to start with. Be disruptive, be you, be unique, and again, just pursue your passion.
Cool. Awesome, everybody. So that's Renish. Check out the Bike Project on Facebook and Twitter. And yeah, thanks a lot. See ya.
Thank you.